I used to own a prop firm that eventually got acquired by a different prop firm. Now, in this video, I want to share some data from futures prop firms on the difference between winning traders and losing traders and how you can take advantage of that. The data that we are going to discuss is mainly for futures traders. The first thing that is important to understand is that on futures evaluations, on average, there's a 32% pass rate, which in general is quite low. Now, this can vary from firm to firm. For example, some firms, they actually make the evaluation stage a lot easier, and then you need to pay an activation fee when you get to the live stage. And then the funded stage right there is actually a lot more difficult to get a payout. So the pass rate, or to get the payout, so the payout rate is actually lower on the payout stage with certain firms than the evaluation stage. Now, 32% is not something to be scared of, because when we start diving into the data right here, you'll start seeing real clear evidence that, well, quite frankly, the majority has no idea what they're doing, with all due respect. So on average, it takes 9.4 days for a trader to pass an evaluation, but it takes 5 days to breach it. So traders that do not pass an evaluation, they breach the account arguably or close to twice as fast as compared to traders that do pass the evaluation. Now, there's a very clear reason for this, and the reason why that is the following. Passed accounts, they tend to take on average 2.5 trades per day. Breached accounts tend to take on average 7.8 trades per day. So what is important to understand is that people that do pass an evaluation, they just understand what they're doing. They understand what they're waiting for. And oftentimes with people that do not pass an evaluation, they're just executing trades randomly. And you can especially see that with the next factor right here, because the risk to reward ratio is very solid for passed accounts with on average 2.45. For breached accounts, it's usually negative, around 0.56. So what that means is that on average, the trader that does pass an evaluation, they actually double their money. So if they take a trade and the trade is a winning trade, then they double the amount that they risked. Where with losing traders right here, they somewhat try to play it safe and they actually go for a negative RR. So what happens right here is that they're actually risking more than what they are going to win if it does hit take profit. Now, I don't think I need to explain to you that in order for you to make a negative RR work, you need to have an incredible win rate. Whereas if every winning trade, you actually double your money, you don't need to be right that often in order for you to be profitable on the long term. So before we dive into the next data point, what I think is very important to understand here is that you should absolutely take it easy first. So start off with a very low amount of risk. If you're, for example, a futures trader, then start off with simply trading a micro and just get used to that. Your first few accounts, and especially your first account when you are buying your first funded account with a prop firm, it's important that that account is most likely not going to be the account that you're going to make a crazy amount of money on. Focus on low risk and just get the hang of it first. Otherwise, what tends to happen is that traders, they just throw money at the wall essentially, and they just keep spending money on these prop firm accounts, blowing account after accounts, and they're not getting anywhere. They're not learning anything. And that's the important part, learning, because we actually have some interesting data for journaling. Now, first, I do want to mention a lot of this data also comes from PipBack. That's also a company that I own, where we have data ourselves from the prop firms we used to own. But on top of that, we also gather data. So recently, for example, we analyzed 16,000 Trustpilot reviews to find the best futures firms, which is a very interesting experiment with a lot of interesting insights. With PipBack, we actually have a dedicated team that is running a free, completely free Discord where you get real-time updates regarding these future firms, and you always get updates if there's a new discount, so you always buy at the best possible price. You can join Discord free of charge, link in description. Now, the reason why I said learning is quite important is because most people, they just keep banging their head against the wall, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. The definition of insanity. Now, what is quite important to understand right here is that we have some journaling data. First of all, we have journaling data for light users right here. This is from prop firms that have a built-in journaling tool. So sometimes you have a prop firm that actually has one of those calendar futures, if that makes sense, where you can journal within the prop firm dashboard. Now, what we see right here is that light users, so users that barely use that journaling tool, they actually have a win rate of, on average, 44.7%. The amount of profitable days they have is around 42 12.9%. So the amount of times they have a winning day. Now, the amount of trades they take in a day is 19.7 on average, which again is absolutely insane, right? That's such a high amount of trades. It's just a coin flip, as in you don't know what you're waiting for. So the win rate right there is around 44.7% because it's basically just a coin flip what you're doing. Or you're just doing that 20 times a day, where most of the time the losses are bigger than the winners. So it's a recipe for disaster. Now, if we move on to the regular users, before we move on to the heavy users, then the people that sometimes here and there use a journal. And the win rate is around 49.7%, which is actually quite a good increase if we compare to people that don't journal at all, that don't use the tools. Then the amount of profitable days those people have is 47.5%, which is also quite a decent increase. Now, the trades a day is actually not necessarily a whole lot better, which is still 20.7 right there. But if we move on to the heavy users right here, so people that consistently journal, that journal every single day, then the win rate those people have is around 50.8%, which is actually quite decent, especially if you pair it, for example, with a 1-to-2 RR. That's a super good trading plan. Now, on top of that, the amount of profitable days they have is 53.2%. And this is the most interesting part, because the trades they take a day, which is 10 trades a day, which is still quite high, arguably, if we compare it to the previous data points, but it's half the amount of trades that the regular and the light users actually take. And this right here is not rocket science. And what I mean by that, journaling in general is not rocket science, as long as you just write something down. Just write down the trades that you actually took. And you see, okay, which trades have been doing good? So repeat more of those trades. And which trades have I been taking that were just inherently just bad trades? Do less of those. And then inherently what's going to happen is you're going to take less trades, but you're going to take higher probability trades. And when you take higher probability trades, of course, then, well, it's your chance, your odds of passing an evaluation are just going to increase. I don't think I'm stating any crazy facts or anything like that, but I think that by stating the obvious and by reinforcing the obvious right here with data as well, people see you just need to focus and dial down on the fundamentals. If you are interested in more data like this, I would highly recommend to check out the PipBack account. On top of that, I also have a lot of free YouTube videos right here that will help you a lot in your trading journey as well.